Hello, everybody. Welcome back to what might be the final episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Q struggles to lift herself into a kneeling position as you approach. She looks up at you with red-rimmed, horribly bloodshot eyes. The veins in her temples are still throbbing, and you can see red crescents where her nails have bitten into the palms of her hands. Is Crate? I was not prepared to kill her. Walk away. How did you... She was just a merc doing a job. Hell of a surprise. Because it doesn't matter now, though. Reach into my pocket. Grab my PDA. Take it. Dial 1343 and tell corporate the warehouse is secure. They'll handle the rest. Do what you have to do, but know that if you get your sin restored, our time running together is over. You don't get your lives back, but the team dies in this room. We'll be going someplace the rest of us can't follow. She's about to die in a warehouse fire. Send a medevac chopper for Senior Inspector Q. She'll be outside the burning ruins of a typo warehouse. Please repeat. It sounded like you said that the warehouse was burning, but our satellites show the structure to be intact. Jesus, Kira, think about what you're saying. This is our one and only chance to get our lives back. Please reconsider this. I'm begging you. She can't, Duncan. Not if she wants the team to survive. I get where you're coming from, but you're putting yourself ahead of everyone else on this team, and that shit ain't right. I'm burning this place to the ground, corporate. Send the damn evac. Acknowledge. Stand by for evac. You're burning the warehouse. She coughs into her hand, and it comes away wet with blood. Cheng's orders? What do we want to say? Warehouse goes to Mitsama, the Yellow Lotus will pay for it. I'm doing it for her, yeah? I'm too weak to stop you. Do what you're gonna do. Enjoy your life in the shadows, Kira. You just sacrificed your one and only chance to get out. Yeah, well, you know, it's not really gonna continue after this anyway. Billowing clouds of choking smoke fill the sky, stinging your eyes and clogging your nostrils. The fire that you set is doing its work nicely. Flames scout from the warehouse's windows, bathing you in waves of near unbearable heat. Things really going up, huh? Auntie Cheng should be pleased. I'm sure she will be. His voice simmers with barely repressed rage. When you see the old bitch, tell her I've tendered my resignation. Is there any space for us to discuss this? You just sacrificed the only chance I was ever gonna get to lead a normal life, Kira. Fuck no, there's no room for discussion. I'm done with you, permanently. If we didn't go back as far as we do, I'd put a bullet in your fucking spine. So what are you gonna do? You should at least let us take you back to the Bantang so you can get your stuff. I mean, it's all still on board the Defiance. You can come with me on the medevac transport if he wants to. Alright, Senior Inspector, I'm with you. We'll ride the evac transport out together. I'll send someone to pick up my shit later. It's your call. From now on, that's the way it's always gonna be. Because he does so well making decisions on his own. Ahoy, my friend! You are finished with the warehouse. That much is plain as day. Jomo can see the flames from where he stands. It is probably best we get a move on, yeah? We don't want to be here when the owners of that warehouse come a-calling. Are you taking us back to that? Yes, my friend, and from there, directly on to the Defiance. Kindly Cheng has informed me that big changes are afoot within her organization, and that we should prepare ourselves for a lengthy voyage aboard your fine ship. Jomo, Defiance isn't seaworthy. She's like a sieve with a rudder. Not anymore. Utama's men have been working tirelessly to repair her in your absence. She isn't ready to set sail yet, but soon enough she'll be perfectly capable of crossing the Pacific unaided. Crossing the Pacific? Jomo, where are we going? To the new home of the Yellow Lotus, beautiful girl. His smile gleams. Come now. We must go, but trust Jomo. All will be made clear in time. Great. Yeah, we trust you. Right? Totally. 100%. 115%. The fire-wreathed warehouse burns at your back, the last of Ares and its legacy, soon to be nothing but a mound of embers. You return to Jomo and the drunken mistake. The pirate revs his engine and tears out of the harbor ahead of the medevac transport you called in for Q. Your mind is a blur, thoughts crashing through it like the mistake crashes through the waves. You know the inspector will live, but your opportunity to flee back to your old life is now left to the table, gone from the moment you torched the warehouse. Just like Duncan, but this time for good, from the sound of things. His words echo in the back of your mind, their anger leaving little room for reconciliation. The drunken mistake speeds away from the Taipo harbor, carrying you back toward the Bentang. If there's anything you gleaned from Kindly Cheng, it's that you and your team have a long sea voyage ahead of you. Like, it's not like this life is really that much different than the life of being a cop that he was living. Just saying, like, you do the same thing, just because you don't have... Okay, alright. Yeah. The Defiance motors along, cutting through the choppy waves of the South China Sea. The coarse sound of Captain Jomo's voice echoes down from the wheelhouse. He's singing a crude Indonesian sea shanty, and in between verses he barks with laughter. Well, he seems to be enjoying himself. If it helps him pilot this wreck, I'm all for it. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's atonal, and I can't understand the lyrics, but you can hear he's happy. He sounds like a leopard seal with a sinus infection. Kaichu shakes his head. Sometimes this acute hearing of mine is a curse. 16 days of this will be challenging to endure. Anyone else feel like the boat's a little empty? Nah, I hear you, Seattle. This is how it had to happen. This is the life you chose for yourself. You're good at it. You like it. Duncan doesn't. What'd you expect him to do? Don't blame yourself, Kira. You're cut out for this life, and he isn't. The inverse is true. He had a normal life. You never did. What were you gonna do? Go be a clerk in a stuffer shack? Sell tasers at Weapons World? I can't really see it. Look to the future, not the past. That's how you progress into a better position in life. So tell me, my friend, what do you intend to do when we arrive in Seattle? Food. The Big Orcish Drinking Hall. Hell, we heard about that place even in Hong Kong. Habanero fried chicken, racks of barbecued ribs bigger than your torso. I'm so there, Seattle. After that, we should definitely make contact with the Yellow Lotus members in Seattle. Once we have been introduced to them, we can start ensconcing ourselves into the Seattle underworld, and that in turn will lead to safety. I don't know about either of you, but I've got a pretty good feeling about this. What do you think, Seattle? You ready to show us the sights of the UCAS and get into a whole set of new troubles? Because if you ask me, I think that we're going to have an interesting life no matter where we wind up. Isabel walks over to the nearby table and grabs a bottle of Jomo's Baijiu off of it. I'll drink to that. To the future, right? Whatever it might be. She pulls the cork out with her teeth and takes a long drink. She tosses it to you when she's done. Friends and family. The Baijiu burns like a slug of old kerosene and engine grease going down, and with the faintest aftertaste of copper wiring and old shoe leather. Not the worst liquor that Jomo's got, not by a long shot. That's the spirit. No matter what happens when we make landfall, we'll be ready for it. Come hell or high water, we're survivors. Come on, toss the bottle over here. As you settle in for another day on the long trip to Seattle, you feel a sense of calm wash over you. Jomo's rough arias intermingle with the sounds of the wind and the waves, blending into white noise. It's a strangely comforting sound. At the aft end of the room, a wide porthole gives you a view of the open ocean. The sky outside is so brilliant as to be almost blinding. Squinting at the light, you let your eyes close. For now, at least, the horizon seems clear. Welp. That was it. Seattle feels strange after so much time away. It still feels like home, but it's curiously foreign at the same time. But with With Kindly Cheng and your crew on your side, you rapidly make it feel like you never left Hong Kong. Kindly introduces you to Zeng Liquan, the Seattle mountain master of the Yellow Lotus, and through him you both find work and safety. With your help, the Yellow Lotus rapidly expands its influence in the Puyallup Barrens. Business booms in 2058 when Don James the Hammer O'Malley is assassinated, kicking off a gangland war that affords the Yellow Lotus rapid gains in both influence and territory. Through your own skill and Kindly Cheng's trademark ruthlessness, your team steadily carves out a large chunk of the Seattle Metroplex for the Triad. This expansion continues until the Renraku arcology inexplicably seals itself off from the outside world, trapping its 100,000 residents inside. The UCAS military cordons the structure off, casting a pall over the Metroplex. In response, the Yellow Lotus wisely chooses to slow their expansion, the better to remain off of the military's radar. The world turns, seasons change, and life moves on. In the following months, Ares Macro Technology takes over the contract for the HKPF from Mitsuhama. The Tolo Harbor complex is completed, and a new, heavily militarized police force walks the streets of Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, the feud between the Red Dragon Association and the Yellow Lotus erupts into a full-scale gang war in the early 2060s. The Red Dragons prevail in the conflict, and the Hong Kong branch of the Yellow Lotus is completely annihilated. Triad's traditions live on in the Seattle Metroplex, under the stewardship of Zeng Liquan and Kindly Cheng. Duncan's fate is forever a mystery to you. If he lives, you never hear from him again. You and your team remain as tightly knit as ever. Together, you look to the future and the cutoff. Great. Oh. Well, that was Shadowrun Hong Kong. I don't actually remember what the timeline was for Shadowrun Returns and Dragonfall. I feel like those took place around the same years, if not after. I wonder if it would be possible to kind of figure out that. It's been a while since I played Shadowrun Returns, and I mean, how long has it been since I started and finished Dragonfall? Like, because this playthrough was longer than that, and this has been going for what, 3-4 months now, something like that. Oh man. Well, at least I finally managed to finish it. So yeah, this is gonna be the last full playthrough on this channel for a while, at least. After this, I have something special in store for you guys. You're gonna get 2 weeks of a mystery game marathon, as it were. And so that'll be fun for all you, because, hoo boy, there are some real just trash games in there that should be very exciting for well, hopefully exciting for you to watch. So those will be up, and then after that, it's future videos are probably just gonna be kind of randomly. It's gonna depend on like what I have time for or what other people have time to record, because I'm probably not going to be recording very much at all, actually. So yeah, that was Shadowrun. I enjoyed it. It's Hong Kong had a lot more. It had a lot less technical bugs than Returns or Dragonfall did, which is okay, but it had a lot more. Had a lot more grammatical errors and spelling errors, and that was not particularly good, given the fact that the game is centered around text. So it'd be great if, you know, I don't know if they're still actively like looking at this, because they've, you know, Harebrained Schemes has released a new game called Necropolis recently, and I think they're working on another game as well, maybe, or Necropolis might have been the one I was thinking of in the first place, but I don't know if they're still actively kind of looking at Shadowrun, but if they are, it would be really good if they could, you know, go back through the script for Hong Kong here and fix all of those typos, because there were a lot of them. So many, like almost every video that had text in it had typos and grammatical errors. It was actually a little bit absurd. Headwind Tiang. Ah, nice. So yeah, that was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would still heartily recommend all three of Harebrained Schemes' Shadowrun games. If you like cyberpunk games, if you like RPGs, if you like, you know, tactical XCOM style combat, then yeah, they're pretty good. Well worth the. They're not very expensive, like, so they're well worth kind of the price of admission. Let's go back to the main menu real quick. Just give you all a nice one last look at this. Tasty. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you for the mystery game Menagerie, and I hope you guys enjoy that. It was a real thing to record and get through. But I think it's a nice send-off for what's likely to be a relatively lengthy hiatus. So yeah, it's been a real wild year and a half for me. I mean, I don't want to speak for Spencer or anyone else who co-starred on this channel. I think it's been kind of wild for them just outside of doing this stuff. Yeah, I'll stop rambling now. Let you all go. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have fun with the last few videos that we have in store for you. Bye!